brunch at the Cheesecake Factory with the bros.
I'm so hungover right now.
I didn't know about this until like a few months ago, but Cheesecake Factory has a brunch only on Saturdays and Sundays.
I feel like I vaguely was familiar with this, but I'd never been, weirdly. I don't remember a single thing from last night, do you?
Select menu that's only available during brunch. So there's only like a total of 9 hours throughout the whole entire week where you can get this menu.
Oh my gosh.
The rest of the time you have to stick to the other like 32 pages of the menu. They were playing this song last night when we separated.
Oh, they were. Hangover life.
In all honesty, we didn't go clubbing the night before. For me, the night before, I was hanging out with our mom and dad.
Or the night before I watched the Wham documentary, and I was completely sober. You can't go to brunch and not pretend to be part of the hungover aesthetic. Apparently Diet Coke cures hangovers. I think I'm still drunk.
Something that's quite funny is that I thought this whole thing of like, let's go to brunch, but like we're so hungover was kind of a new age social media type thing. Honestly, I thought brunch was created for people to go out to eat after church.
Is that originally why it was made?
This is from Wikipedia. The term was coined in Britain in 1895, to describe a Sunday meal for Saturday night connoisseurs. You know how to say that?
Carousers? I don't know what it means.
Carousers, okay.
Is that people who go to carnivals? Ooh.
Someone who enjoys riotous drinking. So just someone that drinks excessively and just has a fun time.
That makes sense because brunch is always like, it starts around 11. So why would you not be eating till 11 unless you had a blackout night before?
For my visible fun bill. Adults can have invisible friends too.
I think a lot of people go to Cheesecake Factory brunch before doing furniture shopping. Because when I was pissing in the urinal, I heard someone say, "Ben, what are you doing here?" And he said, "The wife's making me go furniture shopping after this." It's like a thing you do before a big Sunday of errands.
Okay.
Take a few shots, eat a few pancakes so you can get through the day.
I wasn't expecting this, but they give you bread during brunch. I would picture them to give you a croissant maybe, but I guess they'd rather like not put in the effort and just give you bread still.
Yeah, also I feel like if they did give a different type of bread, people would be like, "We want the original bread," and it would just be this whole thing, you know?
True.
People would riot.
Honestly, I'm not mad at them for giving actual bread. We didn't eat any bread though, because honestly, like, I just didn't want any. It's kind of interesting, like, your body changes throughout the day, I realized, because if it was 5:30 any day of the week, I would have munched on at least one slice of bread. But since it was 11 or whatever time it was, I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, I needed to save my stomach for the main course.
Cheesecake Factory has a whole entire, like, breakfast menu already that you can order any time of the day.
The other side of this menu, the egg part, you can just have that any time of the day? I never knew that. I didn't know you could just be ordering eggs at 7 p.m. at Cheesecake.
I actually wasn't aware of that either, but I am a fan of breakfast at night, so next time I go, I might be putting those in between my thighs.
I know, because usually you'd have to go to IHOP or Denny's for that type of vibe. But you can just go to the factory of cheesecakes.
Since it was brunch, I had to get a mimosa. Fully fit the vibe of, oh my gosh, I'm so hungover. The only way to fix my hungover is by keep drinking and become an alcoholic.
Yeah, the endless cycle. I gotta say, this mimosa looks so pretty. I've never seen one with a strawberry perched on top like that.
Something about this mimosa actually reminds me of the Bible.
It just reminds me of like the royal family. It's the ultimate old money drink.
I've probably had a sip of a mimosa before, but it literally just tastes like orange juice with a little bit of like bitterness.
Yeah, they're actually really good. They're refreshing.
So I was in the bathroom and I was trying to get out as quickly as possible. Wait, let me take a sip. Anyway, so I was in the bathroom. I was so in love with the mimosa that I wanted to drink every single sip of it. So once I was done drinking it, I poured my water in it and then drank all the water out of the champagne glass so I could get every reminiscence in my mouth. Okay, so I don't know if that's the right wording. What I mean is I wanted to get every single drop of that mimosa into my mouth. Also, I was very in love with this mimosa because the orange juice had pulp. I am not a fan of orange juice that has no pulp. What's the point of making orange juice if you don't include all of the orange? I would actually rather have orange juice with all the pulp, no pulp removed.
It's like you collected all the water at the bottom of a locker room shower at the YMCA and you slurp it down with some sugar, and that's what orange juice with pulp is like. And I think that's why everyone loves it.
Lucas was feeling envious of the old money aesthetic that I was having, and he was giving more of the new money aesthetic, which isn't in. Got his Diet Coke and poured it in the champagne glass, and I got it everywhere, and I literally just felt like an annoying like social media influencer, like doing a prank even though it wasn't a prank. But I tried my best to clean it up.
Next time I go to the Cheesecake Factory, I'm gonna ask for Diet Coke and a flute.
While me and Lucas were absorbing the menu, we realized that some of the items have an asterisk next to it. Eggs and omelets. The eggs has an asterisk next to it. As you browse the menu, only some of the items have asterisks, not all of them. So I was just wondering, like, why do some of them do?
It immediately grossed me out, if I'm being honest. Because if you're gonna say, here's a chicken sandwich, and then right after chicken it has an asterisk, it's like, so it isn't real chicken. Isn't that what it comes down to? Is it's gonna be powdered eggs or something, right? Put an asterisk at the top of the menu like that. But also, I didn't believe
they were fake eggs, because if you look at the little description of this meal, it says 2 farm fresh eggs for the farm fresh egg thingy-majig. Items marked with an asterisk may be served raw or undercooked.
Oh, that's all it means? Okay, I take back everything I just blabbered on about. I love a good raw egg. Like, I want it to be like sunny side up and like watery. That's technically raw and undercooked.
I got the Monte Cristo sandwich. I didn't know what that was, but then I read the description and my eye pupils actually turned into beating hearts for a second.
Oh my god, like a cartoon.
Yeah. Crunchy French toast stuffed with bacon, grilled ham, scrambled eggs, and melted Swiss cheese, dusted with powdered sugar and served with strawberry preserves. If you didn't know this, strawberry preserves is literally just a fancy way to say strawberry jam.
Strawberry preserves? I love how they don't want to say jelly.
I guess it does make it sound more natural.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen sandwiches made with like a waffle or something, but when I saw French toast sandwich, I was like, wait, I've literally never thought about that and I've never seen it. Am I on another planet? How alien solving me?
But when I first heard you mention this, I was picturing homemade grilled cheese, where like you make it at home, that type of grilled cheese.
Oh, French toast.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say, French toast. Only issue is this is more of a funnel cake type of French toast.
I took a bite of it and I was like, okay, this is good. I could just tell immediately, like Lucas said, this isn't French toast made at Cheesecake Factory. I know for a fact the bread they have in the back that they used to make this is funnel cake bread. Something like that. Funnel cake isn't the same thing as French toast. That's fact. It wasn't up to my standards, and because I wanted French toast, like French toast with cinnamon and like, okay, you know like French toast that has so much egg in it?
Yeah,
like that type of French toast.
Yeah, whereas you can almost taste the raw egg on it. That's how a homemade French toast is.
But this is just funnel cake bread, and then they put powdered sugar on it to even emphasize the funnel cakeness.
Wait, was there even like a syrupy taste? Because when I also picture French toast, I picture it doused in syrup.
I actually was mad that they didn't even ask me, do you want a side of syrup? They didn't.
Yeah, you made the classic mistake of ordering wrong at brunch. Can you picture a whole blog, early 20s problems, and one of the blogs is the whole thing, 12 things that you shouldn't do at brunch. And I actually feel like it would get shared like a million times in 2012.
Slam dunk.
That literally contradicts everything I just said about the sandwich. I'm assuming I was just trying to be positive.
I ordered bacon and avocado Benedict asterisk, so it was a little bit undercooked. It's poached eggs with crisp bacon, avocado, tomato, and arugula, covered with Calabrian Hollandaise on a grilled English muffin. I think I actually had this for the first time 6 months ago in Melbourne, Australia, at the Crown Hotel, right by the river.
Old money.
Yeah, old money aesthetics. I I'd always heard of Eggs Benedict, but I didn't really know what it was. But then I was like, oh, this is kind of good. And then I got it at a Mexico resort a couple months later, and it wasn't good. So I was like, wait, do I like Eggs Benedict? So I wanted to try the Cheesecake Factory version. Turns out I do like it. It works. But when I first saw the plate, I was stressed because it was kind of just a big, heaping, soggy mess. You know, like I didn't know where to dig in. So I had to do another old money thing, eat the English muffins, not with my hands, but with cutlery.
No shade at Cheesecake Factory, because honestly, you guys are winning for the most part. But is this the most messy Eggs Benedict you've got out of the 3 you've had?
I ate the one in Australia with fork and knife too.
Because it was that messy?
Yeah, I think, because the poached egg is always running so deeply, you know? It's all running all over the hollandaise sauce. What even is that? But it tastes good. It has a little funky flavor.
A mixture of egg yolk, melted butter, and lemon juice.
It was actually so good. I loved it. And you tried it. Did you enjoy it?
It honestly mostly stressed me out when I was going into my endeavor of trying to eat it. But it was good, but I wouldn't order it personally. I'm a fan of runny eggs, actually. Like, I don't even think it's gross if eggs are raw. Like, okay, I'd eat a raw egg.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone wanted me to. Something about just the mood that I was in, it just grossed me out seeing all these little, oh no, it reminded me of the ocean for some reason.
You
And to
really?
me, it just grossed me out. It actually didn't remind me of the ocean. I actually just made that up right now. But like looking at the videos of it, it actually does remind me of the ocean.
Isn't it so gross thinking of those dry scrambled eggs that you get at buffets? And they're so dry. Like, I feel like I need my eggs to be wet.
That's what Cheesecake Factory, Brunch, and I'm assuming the whole breakfast menu, they get a slap on the cheek because it's actual eggs. Like,
yeah,
like,
they
you know,
actually poached them back there.
there's so many eggs are fake from fast food places, restaurants, but they, you know, it's a chain and they still put in the effort, which is very cute and reminds me of Polly Pocket.
Hangover's cured.
Literally. When I was walking into this cheesecake before we ate this meal, I was honestly planning on getting the cinnamon roll pancakes.
Ooh, it doesn't sound so good right now.
But I didn't because honestly, we were both just literally take the tiniest little mice bite. But
Yeah, I was literally so full. We didn't even eat our potatoes. Like, they feed you well at brunch at Cheesecake.
the bill came to $46.01.
The perfect meme to post on Twitter. How do y'all expect me as a 20-something to afford kids when I can't even afford brunch? Hashtag 20-somethings.
Although I didn't like anything we got except the mimosa, I'm still approving Cheesecake Factory lunch. Brunch! Because I can tell they put effort in. It's just nice to have a brunch moment.
Yeah, I think having brunch at the Cheesecake is really a moment. Because just being at the Cheesecake Factory before noon is something that you most likely don't do that often. So it's just a nice change of pace.
Yeah.
And my food was amazing. I think we all spilled the tea at brunch. See y'all next Sunday.
Yeah.